We're talking about the market. I'm gonna give you an update on the market, what's going on, what I see that's about to happen, and I want you guys to let me know what you think. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, help me get to 10,000 subs. That's all I ask for this year. Also, check out my merch store as well. Check out my merch store. All these things will be in the descriptions. So let's get started. Today, and let me read the article. This is from CoinDesk, right? It is titled 2026 Biggest Crypto Exploit. 292 million gets drained from Kelp DAO with wrapped ether stranded across 20 chains. An attacker drained 116,500 RS ETH, roughly 18% of the circulating supply from Kelp's Layer Zero powered bridge on Saturday, triggering emergency freezes across Aave, Sparklet, Fluid, and Upshift. Now, this is major news. Now, the reason why I don't chase tokens and I tell you guys to focus on, pick your 5, your 10 cryptocurrencies or your crypto technology and focus on those, right? Because you're always going to have something that's created, that's made new, that you may not know who actually created it and their intent on creating it. And I hear that one of these tokens went up 10,000%. So if you put $1,000 in, you would have made $100,000. If you put $100 in, you would have made $10,000, right? But that sounds good. It sounds real nice. It sounds real fancy. It sounds packed with dopamine. But at the end of the day, do not chase those type of things. I've learned my lesson from chasing things like that. You live and you learn. You're like, no, I could have just doubled down on my top 12, 13 tokens or my top 10 tokens, put more money in that. That's way safer. It isn't filled with a lot of hopium and hype and all of that. Yeah, it would have moved slower, but at the end of the day, it would have been damn near a guaranteed move rather than you chasing those high candles, those gigantic candles. This is how you lose. This is how you lose chasing those gigantic candles. And let me know where you guys from in here. What crypto you guys own, and did you own Kelp DAO? Kelp DAO? Did you own that? Because if you did, it goes. You can't be upset at anybody but yourself, right? Now, the intent of them creating these tokens, you could be upset about that, but at the same time, a lot of people are chasing hype. The market right now, for what I see it to be, is considered a bear market. 2026 to me is the bottoming year. Let me repeat. 2026 to me is the bottom year. I know this is the bottom year because I've been in crypto since 2018, 2019, right? For well over 5 years, right? And I've noticed a trend. All you got to do is look at Google trending if you want to figure this out, or YouTube trends, right? When we're in a bottoming year, people don't talk about crypto. Let me repeat. When we are in a bottoming year, you will find out that the hype channels and the channels that talked about it where everything was good, they don't talk about crypto anymore. What they will do is wait for the algorithms to switch and then they come out to say, hey, I'm back. I took a vacation or I had some family issues, whatever the situation may be. They're not going to talk about it during the bad times, right? Or during the times that's not so hyped. I would like to tell you the not so hype time is actually the best time to be in crypto. It is the best time to research. It is the best time to learn. It is the best time to invest because you buy when it's red. You don't buy when it's green. You sell when it's green. You buy when it's red. But people are conditioned to say, oh, let me buy. It's like sheeps. Let me buy the hype. And you wondering why when you buy the hype, they dump on you. Because you bought the hype. This is the time to be doing your research on the reactive token, on XRP, on all the ISO 022 tokens, the H bars, the XLM, right? This is your time to be doing research on Bitcoin and Ethereum and putting a little bit of money in the market, just a little bit of money in the market, maybe a DGB, a couple of oracles, Chainlink, maybe Dia, just to name a few. So this is actually the best time to be knowing about what crypto is doing. But a lot of people, right? This is why I do the opposite of people, right? If everyone wants to go to the skate park, if everyone wants to go to the movies on that day, I want to go somewhere else. If everyone wants to take a flight to Florida, I want to take a flight to California. If everyone, you get what I'm saying? You do the opposite. Sometimes it's beneficial to do the opposite. Everyone wants to ride a wave. Everyone was riding that kelp wave, went up 10,000%, and they got dumped on. Because by the time most of the people heard about it, it had already went up a massive amount. So what did they do? They pile money in, pile money in, pile money in, pile money in. And guess what happened? Dump. Someone said, come on down. Let me get that. Let me take that. Ghost of Pierre said, yo, what's good, brother? Hey, what's going on? How's your day? My day is flowing, man. I can't complain. Ghost of Pierre. I can't complain at all. I'm just giving you an update on what's going on in the market. Smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. That's all I ask. Wise words, brother. Sitting on 0.64 BTC right now. That's good. Half a Bitcoin. That is good right now. I believe that Bitcoin is going to go down some more. So you can definitely snatch it up under $40,000 and probably get you a whole Bitcoin, right? I think that you could do it. I want you to do it, right? Get you at least. I think everyone should have at least one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin. I think everyone should own some XRP. This is my opinion, though. Remember, all these things are my opinion. I also think everybody should own some reactive token because the limited supply. Everybody should own some Ethereum. Everybody should own some. If you don't want Ethereum, I like ADA better than Ethereum, like Cardano. Um, Charles Hawkinson, I like what he's doing. I've been following him for a long time, and I like his project. It seems like it's built strong. He's not rushing on anything. I also like Midnight. That's another thing that I've been paying attention to. Midnight as well. So these are the things that I like. But pick your favorites and stick to it, right? And do your strategy. This is to me the best time to be DCAing. Not right now at the moment, but when you see a certain price point you want to DCA. This is the best time to be getting your cash together, working extra, doing what you got to do, doing some overtime, picking up some gigs, doing some side hustles. This is the time to be getting your cash together. You got a couple more months. October right around the corner. October right around the corner. We're in the middle of the bear market. We got a few more months left. Let's just say 5 months. It's April, May, June, July, August, September, October. You got about 6 months left. I'm gonna say five to be safe. So you got 5 months. At least save $2,000 to $3,000 a month. If you can't save that, save $1,000 a month. Because that 5,000 can at least produce 25K depending on how you play it. So let's get on with the story, and then we're also going to talk about the oil prices and what's going on with the Strait of Hormuz, which I think is just a marketing tactic that they're doing to pump and dump markets. It is a marketing tactic that they're doing to pump and dump markets. They've been pumping stocks, dumping it, pumping crypto, dumping crypto. This is why I don't believe any of these numbers on the screen. Manipulation at its finest. But let's continue with this hacker story first. An attacker exploited Kelp DAO's Layer Zero powered bridge to draw 116,000 RS ETH, about 292 million and roughly 18% of the token circulation. Because of the bridge held reserves back in RSE on more than 20 networks, the loss has raised doubts about the backing of RSE on layers 2 and sparked a wave of market freezes by protocols including Aave, Sparkland, and Fluid. So they're freezing things. Do they have the ability to freeze old wallets as well? That's another thing. But we're going to talk about that. The exploit now The largest DeFi hack of 2026 comes amid a broader surge in DeFi attackers that has put the RSE's peg and Kelp DAO's abilities to meet redemption under its intense pressure. So, one thing caused 20 chains to be frozen or under investigation. That's a calculated attack. A cross-chain bridge holding nearly a fifth of a restaked ETH token circulating supply just got drained, and the fallout is moving through DeFi faster than Kelp DAO can pause contracts. Hmm. That should let you know they have the ability to pause a contract. This is so, which means that these things are controlled nonetheless. These things are controlled. An attacker, okay, we already talked about that. They're going to keep repeating the same thing. Let's go on to the next subject matter. The bridge that was drained held the Aries reserve backing wrap version of the token deployed on more than 20 other blockchains. The attacker tricked a layer zero's cross-chain messaging layer into believing a valid instruction had arrived from another network, which triggered Kelp's bridge to release 116,000 RSEs to an attacker-controlled address. Kelp's emergency pauser multi-sig froze the protocol's core contracts 46 minutes after the successful drain. After the drain, so they done already got away with it. And they probably gonna deposit it on a whole nother platform. Two follow-up attempts at 1826 UTC and 1828 UTC both reverted, each carrying the same layer zero packet, attempting another 40,000 RSETH drain worth roughly 100 mil. RSETH is deployed across more than 20 networks, including Base, uh, Arbitrium, Linea, Blast, Mantle, Scroll. Ooh, Linea, that's another one that y'all got to study. That's a secret one y'all must study. We all know that the base network is definitely going to do what it does, right? That's backed by Coinbase. So this is big because this is affecting a lot of major networks. This is big. This is affecting a lot of major networks. Another thing that's affecting a lot of these major networks is the oil prices. The fact that the Strait of Hormuz is closed, then it's open, then it's closed, and Trump said it's closed or it's going to be open this weekend, and it's closed. So, but you said it before the market closed, and then someone mysteriously put a $20 million, like millions of dollars, into the market call option, or they shorted the market, and they knew that the market was going to dump based on the fact of what he said. Insider trading information at its finest. That's why I say this market is being manipulated. The best thing to do in this market is to remain focused. Don't watch what's going on. Pay attention to what you have going on. Pay attention to your strategy because it's going to be so much distraction to get you off your pivot. So many hype. This went up 1,000%. This went up. What's the name? Bitcoin is going to go up to 100K or better. No, we're still in a bear market. I'm just letting you guys know that. But anyway, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Another episode of the Crypto Dose Show. Just wanted to share that with you guys, let you know an update on what's going on in the market. Like I say, I notice a lot of YouTubers, they're not talking about crypto anymore because it's not hyped, right? But I'm here when it's up. I'm going to be here when it goes down. I'm going to be here when it's doing the sideways thing, chopping. I'm going to be here because I believe in this stuff. I believe in it. It's going to be built on the blockchain. I think a lot of things in the near future will be on the blockchain. Everything will be on the blockchain. So I'm in love with the blockchain. Crypto is a piece. It's a part of the blockchain, right? It's not the whole chain. That's just one block on the chain. There's other blocks on this chain. On that note, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. You know how I like to end it. Put on your seatbelt. It is damn near time to take off. In 5,